one day last April. I was living with my grandmother in Mount Bedford, New York, and she was determined to teach me to become a proper young lady. But that day in particular, I was more interested in getting away from my next-door nuisance, Eddie Ryland.
Samantha! You're so dumb, you probably think 3 times 4 is 12.
3 times 4 is 12, Eddie. Now, if you don't leave me alone, I'll find your money jar and empty it in the river.
You're too dumb to find it.
Eddie Ryland, you... And that was the day I met my new friend, Nellie O'Malley. Who are they?
They're our new servants. The big one is my new maid.
But she's too young to be a maid. Maybe her mother is the maid. It's warm, Dad.
Who's that?
Look at that water.
Come along now, Bridget.
I'm tired, Dad.
I know. It won't be long.
And I know you're hungry, Jenny, but you'll just have to wait. Oh, this is beautiful. Do you think we can ride in it? Don't ride in it. Don't touch.
Right through here, Mr. O'Malley. There's only one room for all of you.
This will be fine. Thank you, thank you.
I'm really hungry, Nellie. Are we going to eat soon? Look, Nellie, next to the pump. Oh, Nellie.
See what you did?
I didn't do nothing.
You threw a rock and broke the window. And I'm gonna tell unless you pay me a penny.
I don't have a penny. She is not paying you a cent, Eddie Ryland. And if you make any more trouble, I'll tell your mother that you took her good petticoat and made a kite's tail out of it.
Oh, I'm really scared, Samantha.
Edward! Edward! I have an errand for you. Edward! Edward, I'm waiting.
Thank you, miss. I'm Samantha. I live next door. I'm Nellie, and this is Jenny and Bridget. Pleased to meet you. Don't pay any attention to him. Have to pay some attention, miss, if we want to keep our place here.
Nellie girl, come along now.
Are you going to Mount Bedford School? Maybe we'll be in the same class. I don't go to school, miss. We're here to work. May I see you tomorrow? Like I said, I'll be working, miss, from the sides of this place from dawn to dusk. Oh, goodbye, Nellie. Goodbye, Bridget. Goodbye, Jenny. Goodbye. Goodbye.
These are lovely. They should do nicely in the parlor. They're beautiful.
The Rylands have new servants, a father and 3 girls, and one of them's my age.
Samantha, look at those stockings. Your grandmother won't like that. No, she won't.
Yes, Mrs. Hawkins.
Be sure to wash your hands now.
Yes, Mrs. Hawkins.
Hello, Samantha.
Hello, Grandmary.
I trust you have a good explanation for that tear in your stocking.
I fell. I'm sorry.
You weren't running, were you?
Not when I fell, no.
Haste makes waste, Samantha.
Yes, Grandmary. Did you know there are 3 girls that...
You can tell me over tea, dear. Begin practicing.
3 girls are moving next door. One of them's
Samantha,
mine.
please begin.
anything from Uncle Guard?
We'll open the mail later, dear.
But he's coming back when he said. He didn't miss the boat, did he?
Samantha, please. Just finish your practice.
Hello, miss. Please don't call me miss. Get in trouble if I don't, miss. Where did you come from? Before Mount Bedford, I mean. New York City. Oh, my Uncle Guard lives in New York City. Dad and I worked at a factory there. You worked in a factory? Yes, but Dad thought we'd be better off living in the country now. Is your mother? She died, miss. Last winter. If you don't go to school, would you like to borrow some of my books? Wouldn't do no good, miss. Unless they're all pictures. Oh, my mother was going to teach me to read, but I could teach you every day beside the hedge. Oh, I wish I could, miss. You can. You can bring some work with you, like darning or mending. Can't you? You have to sit down sometime, and I could sit with you. It isn't hard to learn.
Thank you, Jessie. Just leave it on the table, please.
Jessie,
Yes, miss.
how old were you when you first started to work as a maid?
Would you like anything else, ma'am?
No, thank you, Jessie. That will be all. Samantha,
Yes,
we do not discuss personal matters with the servants.
but in the kitchen we talk about all sorts
This
of...
is not the kitchen. The secret to a happy household is for everyone to know their place. Do you understand?
Yes, Grandmary.
Good. Are you enjoying your needlepoint?
Yes, Grandmary.
Then I'm sure you will have no interest in that package that's addressed to you.
Oh, it's from Uncle Guard. How can it get here before he did? It's not due for 3 weeks.
Oh,
What is it?
it's a stereopticon.
Oh.
He says put in the first slide, and I will see where he is right now.
Slide.
Oh my! It's Paris, the Eiffel Tower. As if we were really there. Uncle Guard always gives me the best presents. He's taking me to the exposition in St. Louis for a whole week in July. We're going to see Japanese pagodas and temples and eat peanut butter and fairy floss and everything. They make butter out of peanuts? That's what Uncle Guard says. And what's fairy floss? Uncle Guard says it's made out of pink sugar and comes on a stick. Uncle Guard is the best person I know. Better than your mom and Dad? Should I say something? Maybe we should start your reading lesson. I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings, miss. My parents are gone. Like your mother. Only in an accident on the river. Both of them? That's awful. I don't know what I'd do without my dad. You want to see them? She's beautiful, and he's so handsome. She used to sing to me. Sometimes I try to hear her voice, but it just slips away. I know. I wish I could ask Grandmary, but speaking about Mother hurts her too much. I keep them close this way. I like that you're here, Nellie. I think we'll be great friends. I've never had a real friend outside the family. Well, you do now, Nellie O'Malley. Friends forever. Forever. Come on. Okay. Long ears. Things that are solid. TH sounds like this. The, that, this. Then, those, these, there, thorn, Thursday. A Roman cat with a lily fair sat on a rose blossom mat with a meadow goose fat. Stop your fidgeting, Jenny. Bridget! You're pulling too hard on her. Wind slower. Now stretch your hands out. There you go, Jenny. Why doesn't Jenny speak? Hasn't said a word since Ma died. Did she talk before that? Some. And she talks in her sleep. That looks like fun. It does? Can I try it? Here. I'll beat the rub while you read. Cat, sat, mat. Good, go on. Fat, rat, hat. Fat, fat, rat.
You girls about through killing the rug?
I'm sorry, Mr. O'Malley. It was my fault.
There's no fault to it. You almost done here?
All done, Dad.
Good then. Get a move on inside. Mrs. Ryland was calling for you.
Yes, Dad. Tomorrow, Samantha? Tomorrow.
I wanted to thank you, Samantha, for your kindness toward Nellie and the girls.
No thanks needed, sir. Nellie and the girls are my friends. It's Uncle Guard! That's my Uncle Guard! He's come back from Europe! Goodbye, Mr. O'Malley!
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Jenny, Bridget. My Uncle Guard is here. Goodbye.
Well, here we are.
Thank you.
Uncle Guard! Uncle Guard!
My angel!
Oh, I missed you so much.
Oh, I missed you so much. Did you get my present?
Yes, I love it. It's wonderful.
Well, I have an even bigger surprise for you.
Oh, what is it?
If I told you, it wouldn't be a surprise.
Will you take me for a ride now?
First, I want you to say hello to someone. How are we coming along then, my dear?
Fine, thank you.
Samantha, you remember Miss Pitt from Christmas?
Please, call me Cornelia.
Hello. Can we go now?
In a moment.
Your Uncle Guard says you love to read, Sam.
My name is Samantha.
Very well, Samantha. I thought you might like this. It's The Wizard of Oz. Girls in New York love it.
Thank you.
Come on, you two.
But I thought you said we were going for a ride.
First, we need to say hello to your Grandmary. Shall we?
Oh. Here we are.
Mother?
Gardner!
You remember Miss Pitt?
What a pleasant surprise. How are you, Miss Pitt?
Very well, thank you, Mrs. Edwards. Gardner promised me he would tell you I was coming. I can see he didn't.
I like surprises. Don't you, Samantha?
I'm sure we'll have plenty of time to catch up later. For now, Mrs. Hawkins can show you to the guest room.
Thank you.
This way, ma'am.
Thank you.
Gardner? You really should warn me when you're bringing home guests.
You look well, Mother. Ah, this is for you.
Oh, my. Oh. 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 It's lovely.
Has the Admiral been to see you lately?
Gardner.
Let's see. We're going to do something now.
What?
I don't remember. Excuse us, Mother.
Where are you going? Gardner!
All right, I'm gonna let it out now. Here we are.
Did you see the Mona Lisa?
Yes, Mother, we saw the Mona Lisa, and it was delightful.
Oh.
But what we're even more excited about is this new style of art called Impressionism
Yes.
by a man named Monet.
You've been away a very long time. How has your firm managed without you?
I don't think they even noticed I was gone, Mother.
Nonsense, Guard. Of course they did.
Cornelia is the one who's really making a difference in New York.
How so?
She's organizing suffrage meetings all over the city.
Guard, perhaps this isn't the best time.
I don't really understand why women need to vote. Women of my generation found plenty of ways to influence the course of events without having to stand on a soapbox.
Yes, although if women are expected to obey the laws our leaders make, shouldn't we have a say in selecting those leaders? And I believe Samantha should have as much say in her government as that little boy next door.
Well, Uncle Guard, when are you going to tell us the surprise?
I was going to wait until after
Are you
dinner.
coming to live in Mount Bedford?
No, but it is wonderful news. Against her better judgment, this beautiful woman has accepted my proposal of marriage.
Oh, Gardner, you sound so old-fashioned. We've been talking about this for almost a year.
And while I was in Paris, I was getting her parents' blessing.
My. Well then, I'm very happy for both of you.
I'm happy for you too, Uncle Guard.
Since Cornelia's family lives abroad, we were hoping it would allow us to have the wedding right here, Mother. We could hold it in the conservatory.
It's so beautiful here.
We were thinking the end of July.
July?
This year?
Yes, of course, this year.
Why so sudden?
I don't want to wait. I found the woman of my dreams.
I want you to be my bridesmaid, Samantha. Would you?
She's very young.
Well, my sister will be the matron of honor, her daughter my flower girl, but I don't have a bridesmaid. What do you say?
Say yes.
Yes.
Samantha! Samantha?
Hello.
I know you're upset with me.
I don't want things to change anymore, Uncle Guard.
You've had more change in your life than anyone ought to have. But you'll see, Cornelia is going to be a wonderful friend. And in fact, if your mother was still alive, I'm sure they'd be the best of friends.
They would?
Oh, yes. They're quite similar in many ways. Your mother was so full of life and questions and causes. And right now, she's smiling down on us.
Making fun of your bushy eyebrows.
How did you know about that?
She tortured you. She told me so.
And I miss her every time I think about it. You're so like your mother. You have her spirit. You have her will and her curiosity. Ah, what's this? Oh. St. Louis, the exposition. Oh, no. I promised to take you, didn't I? I'm sorry. How can I make it up to you?
It's all her fault.
No, Samantha. Cornelia is a wonderful person. She's strong and caring, and she loves children.
You'll have your own family. Forget all about me.
You are my family. You'll always be my little girl.
That was lovely, Samantha.
Thank you, Grandmary. Grandmary,
Yes?
do you like Cornelia?
Do I? Certainly I do, Samantha. She's going to be Gardner's wife. And your aunt. Our family. Much as we would like things to remain as they are, Samantha, they don't. And so we must learn to accept change with grace. Do you understand?
Yes, Grandmary. She gave a dose of it to Peter, 1 tablespoon to be taken at bedtime. But Flopsy, Mopsy, and Cottontail had bread and milk and blackberries for supper at the end. I can't believe how quickly you've learned this, Nellie. I think I've been reading over Dad's shoulders ever since I was little. He says I should start teaching Bridget soon.
Hello there.
I should get back to work.
Well, can you stay a minute longer? I'm trying to decide what kind of cake to have for the wedding. Now then, have a bite of both and tell me which one you like better. Lemon or almond vanilla.
I like the lemon, but the almond vanilla is wonderful too.
Maybe you'd better taste them again.
I say lemon. I have to agree.
Lemon it is. All right then. I'll just give the rest to the dog.
Oh no, ma'am. Cake's not good for dogs. It gives them a tummy ache. And we don't have a dog.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
Why don't we take them to Bridget and Jenny?
Oh, good idea. Very good. Thank you, girls.
She's not so bad, you know.
What did you wear when you got married, Mrs. Edwards?
Oh, Belgian lace.
Oh, how elegant.
The gown had tiny pearls all along the hem and crystal stitching in between each pearl. And there was a large satin bow just above the bustle.
Bustle?
Yes. It was the height of fashion, I will have you know.
Tell her about the veil.
Oh, the veil. It flowed from behind like a waterfall.
My mother wore it too.
She looked like an angel.
And here is the fabric for the bridesmaid's dress.
Oh.
Oh, Grandmary, look, it's lavender.
Your favorite color.
It's the prettiest color I've ever seen.
Samantha had her heart set on going to St. Louis. We have to make it up to her. I want her to come stay with us for the fall. You said yourself, Aunt Frances is not getting any better.
It's impossible. You'll be newly married. The last thing you'll need is a child on your hands.
She can come and stay with us in New York. Let us share the burden, Mother. It's just for a few months.
Me away to New York. Cranberry and Uncle Guard. They think of burden. Look at you, you're shaking, you're so cold. How long have you been out here? Please come with me. I don't want to be by myself. I thought this was just the boathouse. This is my secret hiding place. There are so many beautiful things here. It's where my mother and father and I used to keep our boat. But after they died, no one came here anymore. Sometimes when I come here, I feel like they're still here. What do you do in here? Read mostly. Make wishes. And what do you wish for? Depends on my mood. Sometimes I wish for Eddie Ryland to run into a tree. And other times, I wish for my parents to be here. Dad says, no sense thinking about what you don't have. Better to think about what you do. But I still wish I could see my mom. If I go to New York, I miss you so much. You can write me every day, and you can write back. What's her name? Lydia. Just like my mother. I've never seen anything so beautiful. If I go away, will you keep her for me? Do you mean it? Yes. I wouldn't trust her with anybody but my best friend. You know anything about stars? A little. First star you see, that's the wishing one. Starlight, star bright, first star I see tonight. Wish I may, wish I might, have the wish I wish tonight.
I found you! I found you!
Oh, you get out of here right now, Eddie.
Pay me a nickel and I won't tell.
How much do you want for never speaking to me again?
I found them! I found them! I found them! I found them!
What do you think you're doing, you senseless girl? You have had the whole neighborhood looking for you. This is completely unacceptable. The servants in my household do not trespass on other people's property, nor do they sleep outside with the neighbors' children. I'm so sorry. I cannot understand how this happened.
It's my fault, Mrs. Ryland. It was all my idea. I asked Nellie to keep me company.
Nevertheless, I expect my help to behave respectfully at all times.
I don't think the girls meant any harm.
I promise you it won't happen again. Please, forgive her, Mum. She's still young and forgets her place.
I'm so sorry, ma'am. I knew better. I did.
It's all right, Nellie.
Mother,
What's this? Pictures of Lydia. Lydia's journal. Samantha. A few months in New York City might be good for Samantha. If you're sure you can manage.
Oh, I am.
Yes, Grandmary?
I have some wonderful news. Your Uncle Guard has invited you to spend a few months in New York City with him and Cornelia this fall. And with you in the city, I thought I would take the opportunity to visit Great Aunt Frances.
I'm sorry I put Mother's pictures in the boathouse.
This is not a punishment, dear.
I'll never do it again, I promise, Grandmary.
When all we have left of someone is our memories of them, then we must keep those memories close. I'd be disappointed if you didn't have a special place for your mother. She did the very same thing.
My mother?
She once had a kitten named Mabel. It was fluffy and gray and a little cross-eyed.
Cross-eyed?
And she loved that kitten more than anything. One day, Mabel didn't come home. She took all of Mabel's favorite things and she placed them in the boathouse.
She did?
Just like you. Samantha! Oh, my!
Isn't it the most wonderful gown you've ever seen, Grandmary?
The most wonderful. I was just on my way up to see Cornelia. Join me?
You look like a fairy tale.
Yes, like a princess.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
have some pieces here. They've been in the family for years. I don't feel you must wear them.
Oh,
or
Mrs.
anything, but
Edwards, thank you so
Well, dear,
much.
they're yours if you like
Oh,
them.
my.
Yes, they
They're
were.
so pretty.
Oh, I couldn't. Oh, my goodness, they're so delicate.
Oh,
Very wonderful.
Then don't feel obligated, but
Thank you so much, really.
you're very ruined.
I'm sorry, Aunt Cornelia. I didn't mean to.
It's all right, Agatha. Don't be upset.
You look lovely.
Would you like to wear my mother's veil?
I couldn't.
You must.
Oh, it's so beautiful. Thank you both so much. Would you help me?
Wilt thou, gardener, have this woman to thy lawful wedded wife to live together after God's ordinance in the holiest state of matrimony? Wilt thou love her, comfort her, honor and keep her in sickness and in health, and, forsaking all others, keep thee only unto her, so long as ye both shall live?
I will.
Wilt thou, Cornelia, have this man to thy wedded husband, to live together after God's ordinance in the holy state of matrimony? Wilt thou obey him and serve him, love, honor, and keep him in sickness and in health, and, forsaking all others, keep thee only unto him, so long as ye both shall live?
I will.
I now pronounce you man and wife.
Agatha, pull harder!
What a pleasant occasion.
And he's a fine catch. But then again, we always knew she'd marry well.
Not so well.
What do you mean?
His niece is coming to stay with them till Christmas. Poor Cornelia. A ready-made family less than a month after her wedding.
Goodbye, Mother.
We'll be back in a month, and then we'll have many wonderful adventures. How does that sound?
Are you ready?
Letting Cornelia have your mother's veil was very generous, Samantha.
I did it for you.
I know.
Have a wonderful time!
Goodbye! Goodbye, Uncle Gar. Samantha, over here! Look what I found. No. Yes, Eddie Rowland's money jar. I watched him when he bullied the milkman this morning. And then I followed him and found his secret hiding place. The well. Whatever should we do with it? I know the perfect place for it.
Thank you. Morning.
Richie, 3 times a day. I miss you so much. I'm going to miss you something awful, Samantha Parkington. You promise you won't forget me now? Forget you? I'll be back before you know it, and we'll celebrate Christmas after Christmas together. That sounds grand. I promise. Not even New York City can keep us apart. You'll see. Dear Nellie, today Uncle Guard, Aunt Cornelia, and I went on a tour of New York City. First, we stopped in the Madison Square and saw the magnificent Fuller Building. I sent you a slide. They call it the Flatiron now. Isn't that silly, naming a building after an iron? Oh, Nellie, there are so many people here from all over the world. speaking different languages and shouting and laughing that it makes my ears hurt. And the streets were so full of carriages and automobiles that there were times where we could hardly move. Uncle Guard says that next month, an underground train will open. It's called the subway, and it can take a person from City Hall to the Harlem Meadows in less than 15 minutes. Imagine that. Oh, and I tried the chestnuts, like you said, but I like the smell better than the taste. Hello.
Hello.
One, please.
There you go, miss.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
School is going fine, I suppose.
I'd like to introduce a new student, Samantha Parkington, who comes to us from Mount Bedford, New York, which is quite a change. Isn't that right, Samantha?
Yes.
Maybe you'd like to tell us a little about your life in Mount Bedford.
Well, first, Mount Bedford is not a mountain. It's houses and churches and a river.
And what river is that?
The Hudson. The Hudson. The Hudson, sorry.
That's all right. We're all nervous when we come to a new place. The river is the Hudson River, the same one that runs down the west side.
But it would be so much more fun if you were with me. I missed you so, Nellie. Please write back soon. Your best friend, Samantha.
Dear Samantha, I'm sorry I haven't written much, but Dad's been under the weather, and I've had to take on more chores. Your uncle's house sounds grand, all stone and marble, like the fine houses in the Gramercy Park that Dad used to point out. I miss you too, Samantha, and I can't wait until you get back. Love from your friend, Nellie.
Mrs. Vandergeld has installed a shower.
Passing fancy.
Like rain shower?
Exactly. Only it's inside the house, and you stand underneath, and then the water falls.
A ridiculous contraption.
Absurd.
Prone to breaking, I'm sure.
I'm sure.
And you'd like one, I suppose.
Absolutely.
Oh, from Grandmary. She has been to see the Admiral.
What's so amusing?
Well, the Admiral's proposed to Mother twice a year for the last dozen years, I'd say.
Well, no wonder she thought we were rushing things.
Good morning, class.
Good morning, Miss Stevens.
Today, I have a very exciting announcement. The school is conducting a speaking contest on the subject Progress in America. You can write on a topic of your choice, anything modern and new. Yes, Edna?
Could I write about the telephone?
The telephone is an excellent example. Anyone else? Samantha?
Factories?
Another good idea. A single factory can do the work of an entire town in one day. Think of it. Yes, Emma?
My uncle runs a factory. May I write on that too?
You all may write on anything you wish, but only 12 speeches will be chosen, and those chosen will be presented in front of the entire school at the Christmas program. Your speeches are due by Thanksgiving.
The time has come to change the old ways. Women must vote. The time has come for all of us to speak out. And in support, Mrs. Winthrop and Mrs. Vandergeld will organize a peaceful gathering at Madison Square Park a week from Tuesday.
Women in all 45 states will be holding similar gatherings on that day.
I'm very pleased to have met you, Samantha.
Pleased to have met you too.
You know, I'm always greatly encouraged when young people join our discussions. Are you anxious to vote one day?
I'm not sure. No.
Then you won't have to. Isn't that right, Mrs. Vandergeld?
Oh, quite. Quite right.
It's the right to vote we're fighting for, not the requirement.
Good night, Samantha.
Good night.
Mind. Thank you.
Excuse me.
Good night. Will soon be replaced by those made by machine. Uncle Gar!
Hello, my angel. How was school today?
It was good, thank you. I'm practicing my speech. Would you like to hear it?
Of course.
Factories are the foundation of progress in America. They can make perfect products every time, and plenty of them too. Enough for everyone all at once. They will provide jobs for everyone who wants one too. Products that are made by hand will soon be replaced by those made by machine.
Thank you, Gertrude.
I am impressed.
Afternoon mail.
Hello, sweetheart.
Anything for me?
Well, there's a postcard here to all of us from Grandmary.
Nothing from Nellie?
No, I'm afraid not.
I haven't heard from her in weeks.
Oh, there's a letter here from Mount Bedford, from Mrs. Hawkins.
What does it say?
Oh, dear.
What?
Nellie's father has died from influenza.
Oh, no. May I see? She says that Mrs. Rowland sent them to an orphanage in New York City. The Cold Rock House. Do you know where it is? Is it near?
It shouldn't be hard to find.
Can we go see them, Uncle Gar?
I will get the address and stop at the orphanage on my way home tomorrow.
Dear Nellie, I just received word about your dad. I'm so sad for you and the girls. We all are. But Uncle Gard is going to arrange for me to see you, and I'll be there in no time. Write me back soon as you can. Your friend, Samantha.
Lovely, Samantha. Would you like to help?
Uncle Gard told me you remind him of my mother.
I take that as a great compliment.
I remember her hair. My face when she would kiss me goodnight. I don't know why I thought of this, but she hated chickens.
Chickens?
She hated them.
It's Gard.
Uncle Gard.
Hello, ladies. Look at you two. I'd say I'm the luckiest man in New York, wouldn't you?
Did you find the orphanage?
I did.
Oh, wonderful.
How was Nellie?
Well, they didn't let me see her.
What do you mean?
The orphans are not allowed to have visitors who are not related, unless they're serious about adoption.
It's preposterous.
Why?
Each institution has its own rules.
There must be some way that I could see her.
Mr. and Mrs. Vandergeld donate a great deal to New York orphanages. One of them could well be Cold Rock. Excuse me. Hello? Yes, could you connect me, please, to the Vandergeld residence on 5th Avenue? I'm Mrs. Edwards. I telephoned earlier about seeing Mrs. Fauci. Thank you.
She'll be right with you. You must be Mrs. Edwards. We've been expecting you.
Pleased to meet you.
Mrs. Vandergeld sent word of your arrival. She spoke very highly of you.
And of you, Mrs. Fauci.
Mrs. Vandergeld is our most generous benefactor.
Would this be a convenient time for a tour?
Yes. Yes, of course. Lillian. Thank you. Oh.
Nancy, you wait.
Walking to...
No speaking!
Ma'am? I'm sure you must understand the importance of rules for girls like this. Obedience, order, and discipline. These are the things that will enable them to find homes. Here's the dormitory for the younger girls.
Are there always this many? There are not enough beds for these children.
2 of the girls are leaving today to a good home in the country. We'll have a party for them later. Here we have the dormitory for the older girls, 9 to 16.
May my niece hand out fruit?
Yes, of course. What a lovely, well-behaved child.
Thank you. Now then, Mrs. Fauci, how many children do you have in this dormitory?
Oh, the number of children ranges from 1 to 25.
Samantha! What are you doing here? Are you all right? You're so pale. Look at your hands. Here, take my gloves. Did you see Bridget and Jenny downstairs? Are they all right? You mean you don't get to see them? They won't let us play together. I'm sure they think I've abandoned them. You cannot stay here. Are you ever allowed outside? Only when I take out the ashes around the back. Every day at 4 o'clock.
We must let the girls rest now.
Samantha, are we ready?
I'll come to the alley. 4 o'clock. Ready?
What's the basket for?
It's for coats.
Coats go in the coat closet.
These are for old coats that you don't want anymore.
Why do you want her old coats?
It's for an orphanage. They need all kinds of things, like hats and gloves and anything that's warm, really. They're stuck there, and we need to help them.
Maybe you do.
I have some old coats at home. They don't fit anymore. And gloves, too. I'll bring them in tomorrow. Thank you. I like your pilgrims. Thank you.
Yes, Mrs. Evans. Mrs. Fauci is expecting you.
I have a hamper here full of pumpkin pies and Thanksgiving treats for the children. May we bring them into your kitchen?
I'll take that for you. Follow me.
I'll just wait outside. Nellie! Nellie! You found me! Here, I brought you some rolls, but she's inside.
Thank you, Samantha. Mrs. Fauci says she'll place me out if I don't behave.
What's that?
Sending me away on the orphan train to get adopted by a family far away. Mrs. Fauci says girls in my training go really fast in the farm country.
And Jenny and Bridget?
No, they're too young. She sends me, I'll never get to see them again.
Oh, you cannot go. The three of you have to stay together. I have to think about what to do. I'm not gonna let this happen to you, Nellie. I'm not.
Did you hear, Gertrude, that our Samantha has been chosen out of all the girls in her school to speak at the Christmas program?
Isn't that wonderful?
It's not just me. There are 12 of us.
That is quite an accomplishment to be one of the 12, Samantha.
It is a shame that Mother won't hear it.
Then Grand Mary will have the pleasure of hearing only Samantha when she returns.
Oh, now will you look at that?
Oh, it looks splendid, doesn't it?
Beautiful. Our first Thanksgiving.
I wish everyone had all the blessings that we have tonight.
That's very thoughtful, Samantha. Shall we? Father, we thank thee for this food, for health and strength, and all things good. Amen.
Nellie! Come on, everything's ready. We need to hurry.
What? What are you talking about?
Look, if we don't go now, we never will.
Go? Where?
With me, I'm taking you all. What's wrong?
I'm scared.
It'll be all right. Go get Bridget and Jenny, and I'll meet you in front of the coat closet. I'll meet you there in 5 minutes. Go now. Jenny, look!
Come on, girls. We need to go now.
What's it for?
I came here to bring donations for the girls.
Yes?
I usually come here with my aunt, who is very good friends with Mrs. Vanderbilt. We usually just leave the boxes beside the coat closet.
Fine. Off you go.
Thank you.
I'll deposit the donation money Monday, Mrs. Fauci.
You best give it to me. I'll hold on to it. For safekeeping.
Yes, ma'am.
These are lovely. Get in, Bridget, under the desk.
Who's there?
Run!
What?
Run! Bridget, come on! There you go! Stop! Wait! Help! Stop him! Stop! Stop him! Stop! Hurry! Don't stop! Come on, we can do it! Hurry, let's go!
Someone took my babies and the donation money. All of it.
Which way? Keep on running, Nellie. Don't stop. Bridget, hurry. Come on, keep up. Come on, Jenny, run. Come on, go. Jenny, go. Dinner! Shh. Bridget, be quiet. If we get caught, we'll get in trouble, and so will Samantha's family. Why can't we live here? We're wards of the state. That's what Mrs. Frouchy calls us. We belong to them. To the state? Yes, and if anyone finds us here, they'll be made to turn us in. So you must be quiet now. Do you understand?
It's all right for now. Eat up. There's turkey and dressing and cranberries. Slower, Jenny. I put fresh pajamas on the bed.
How'd you get all this up here?
I told Gertrude it was for a family in need. And it is.
So nice and warm.
Oh, no, they're home. I'll try to come up after.
How can I ever thank you?
You're my friend. That's what friends do.
Samantha's been here all afternoon.
Are you certain?
Samantha.
Yes.
Any further questions?
My matron informed me that she was at the orphanage a short while ago. A few of my girls have since gone missing, along with $200.
What are you implying?
If I find that she has been involved, I'll report her to the authorities.
You'll not make threats here. Good day. I said good day.
I hope they don't find out. Do you think she knows?
I'm not sure. She said she'd go to the police. And that we took money.
That's a terrible lie. Oh, Samantha, I don't want you to get in any trouble on my account. I'm going to find a job as soon as I can, so we can get a room of our own. Someone will hire me. I miss my dad.
Don't worry, Nellie. I'm not gonna let anything happen to any of you. I promise.
Gertrude had a visitor today. Mrs. Frouchy.
What did you want?
Hard to say, madam. But it seemed to me she was accusing our Samantha of stealing.
Guard, we must do something to stop this woman.
Dear Grandmary, it's almost Christmas, and I can't wait to see you. Cornelia and I are making our own ornaments for the Christmas tree, and making cookies and fruitcakes, and even plum pudding, though I'm not sure we did it right. Since Nellie is in New York City now, all that's missing is you. Love, Samantha. Jenny, what are you doing down here? Is something wrong? What's the matter? What is it? All right, I'll come with you. Bridget, are you all right? You're so hot. Running up. Do you know where Nellie went? Was she looking to find a job? Is this where she went?
Put your name on that list. If you can't write, make an X. And get in line behind them. Hold on there.
No, please,
If that needle breaks, it comes out of your pay.
no, stop!
Quiet! Ah, look, that needle broke.
Now, let's see what you've done.
Go on, get him out of here.
Come on out here and we'll have a look at it. Hold it tight now. Hold it tight.
All right, we got an opening now. Come on. Hurry up.
Sir? Sir, I'm looking for my friend.
This ain't a tea party. You want to see your friend? Get in line behind them. Wait till 7 o'clock.
No, sir, I can't wait. This is an emergency. Oh, there she is.
Hey.
Nellie! Nellie, come quick!
Hey, leave the machine, lose the machine. Them's the rules.
Bridget is sick. Come on!
You decide, girlie. You leave now, you don't come back.
There'll be none of that here.
All right, we got an opening now. Next!
Why didn't you tell me what factory work is like?
Nobody wants to know where their frocks come from, just so they keep coming.
Are all factories like that?
All the ones I've seen. I'm worried, Samantha. I don't want to lose Bridget, too. Come on, let's run. She's burning up, Samantha. I've never seen her this bad. It's my fault for leaving.
It's so cold in here.
Hello, Angel. Big day's coming, isn't it? How's the speech? You nervous?
I can't wait to hear it all the way through.
I need to talk to you. Both.
We're listening.
I did something wrong, and I need help. Nellie's sister, Bridget, is sick. Upstairs.
Upstairs?
Upstairs?
She's quite dehydrated. Under my orders, you're not to move her, at least for a few weeks, until she gets her strength back.
Of course, Doctor.
Any improvement?
Not yet. All the girls are to stay here until the patient recovers.
I'll be back in the morning to check on her.
Thank you, Doctor.
I'll see you out.
Gertrude's made up beds for you in Samantha's room. Go on up now. I'll go sit with Bridget.
Samantha brought us here to save me from being sent on the orphan train without my sisters.
They're not supposed to separate families.
Ma'am, they do a lot of things they're not supposed to. Good night. And thank you for your kindness.
Good night, Nellie.
Good night, Nellie. Night, Jenny. Gertrude?
Good night, Jenny. Night, Nellie. I'm sorry, Uncle Gar. Aunt Cornelia.
You can't break the law, Samantha, even when a law seems unfair.
But I have no choice.
You always have the choice to come to me. You know that.
But you don't even want me here. Why would you want 3 girls who aren't related to you?
Who says we don't want you here?
Aunt Cornelia's friends.
My friends?
At the wedding, they said it was a shame that I was coming here.
Oh, Samantha. Don't think for a minute that's how I feel. They were just jealous and mean and petty. You're our family, Samantha. I want you here.
Yes, Aunt Cornelia. No one touched Mrs. Fauci's money.
We know that.
Please don't make Nellie go back. They can't go back there.
I have no alternative, Samantha. I must inform the authorities they're here.
No!
Would you like some tea? No, thank you. I'll be brief. Before you speak, I'd like to say that we are not going to press charges against the Parkington girl. As long as she returns the money she took. She claims she didn't take it. You know, with Christmas coming, we may have to rely once more on generous benefactors such as yourself. We don't want to disappoint the children. No, we don't, which is why, Mrs. Fauci, we're replacing you. What? You're what? The board of directors is unhappy with the way you've been running Cold Rock. It was never our intention to fund a prison, and there have been indications for some while that funds have been misappropriated.
You simply can't be serious.
Oh, yes. I simply can. Good day.
Factories will produce many goods at the same time. And that's why factories are the golden future of America.
And the final speaker will be Samantha Parkington.
Americans are very proud of being modern. We are proud of our progress, and we are proud of the machines in our factories and the products that they make. But Americans are proud of being truthful, too. Last week, I went to a factory, and what I saw was nothing like what I had been told. There were children, younger than I am, working from early morning until after dark. They were dirty, they were cold, and they couldn't leave. They don't have time to go to school, and they are too tired to play. Children are hurt in these places. I know, I saw one. If our factories can hurt children, then we have not made good progress in America. These words are not the words I had written, but are the words that I need to say. Americans are good and kind. And good and kind people take care of children, even if they are not their own. And once we do that, we can truly be proud of our factories and of our progress. Thank you.
She was marvelous. Wonderful,
So
Samantha.
proud of you.
Grandmary! You were here.
Yes.
Oh, I missed you.
I missed you too.
Did you know they were coming?
We wanted it to be a surprise.
You were magnificent. How did you know about factories?
Because of Nellie. I went to go get her at her work and...
Oh, forgive me. You remember Admiral Venus?
Very nice to see you again, Admiral.
That was a very impressive speech, Samantha. No wonder your grandmother talks about you so much.
Excuse me. Samantha, that speech was not the speech that you entered in the contest.
I changed it when I saw the truth.
I'm afraid you've been disqualified from the competition.
Disqualified? For telling the truth?
She won me over, and I'm a much harsher judge, I can assure you. I believe it takes two to speak the truth. One to speak it, and the other to hear.
I beg your pardon.
I'd like you to give that speech to my women's group, Samantha.
We're very proud of you. How do you feel, Samantha?
I feel that Gertrude is overworked, which is why she's so slow.
Slow?
She needs help.
Cornelia, you've created a crusader.
After all, it is a very large house for one person to keep.
And how many more maids do we need?
3.
Which is really 4, counting Gertrude.
Besides, if I come to visit more often,
What do you mean, if?
you're going to need more help. I'm a handful.
Samantha, Cornelia and I were hoping that you'd like to come stay here with us.
Permanently.
You mean leave Mount Bedford? For good? But what about Grandmary? I don't want her to be all alone.
She won't be. Because Grandmary has finally decided...
No.
Yes, she's accepted the Admiral's proposal.
Which is why we hope you consider staying with us.
What do you say, Samantha? Will you adopt us?
Will I? Yes.
I'll take this one. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Here you are.
Oh, it's so beautiful. Grandmary. Who did all this?
I did, miss. With a little help.
It's the prettiest tree I've ever seen. You're probably worn out. You should rest. Really. Save your strength. Can we open presents now?
Not now.
No, not until tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
But you can start working on your notes to Santa.
And there's hot chocolate in the kitchen.
Ooh.
Gertrude?
Uncle Guard, does Santa know that Nellie and her sisters are here?
Believe me, Samantha. Santa knows everything.
Oh, just a moment. Let me get the notes for Santa. Notes. Nellie and Jenny, yes? Do you want to do Bridget's too, Okay. Girls, look for Santa. I imagine he'll be very thirsty.
Yes.
What is all this?
It's for the orphanage.
Quite a bounty.
Oh, this is nothing. Cornelia's arranged for a whole Christmas feast tomorrow. She's got half of New York donating presents and clothes and food.
May I help?
Yes.
can't believe we're here. It's so wonderful that we can be together, Nellie. This is my favorite Christmas Eve. I wonder where we'll be next Christmas. Let's make a wish. Up there, someplace is our wishing star. Make your wish, Nellie. Close your eyes tight. Wish like you've never wished before. I'm wishing, Samantha. I'm wishing. Merry Christmas, Bridget. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Oh, Bridget. How's our patient?
Hungry.
Well, let's go have Christmas.
Oh, Merry
Hey, wait. Before you start screaming at all the silly little things Santa's left you, there's something we need to tell you.
Uncle Guard?
Samantha asked if we would let you three girls come and be maids.
Oh, yes, sir. We'll work very hard. Morning tonight, sir.
But we don't need any more maids. However, Samantha's gonna live with us permanently. And there's one thing she needs that we would love to give her.
She needs 3 sisters. But not just any 3 sisters. She needs you. All of you. What do you say?
Oh, yes. Sisters, Samantha. Sisters.
Aunt Cornelia and I want all 4 of you to be our girls. To live here in this house and grow up together as one family. Would you like that, Bridget?
Oh, yes.
Jenny?
Jenny?
Jenny says yes.
Jenny says yes, sir.
That's my girl!
Merry Christmas. This one's for you. Thank you. And Merry Christmas. Wait to see all their happy faces.
Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas!
First snow, Samantha? Do you think we're dreaming? If we are, I hope we never wake up.